let's talk about Luigi's Mansion.
Ooh, that was one that I was really excited to see because I have that on the GameCube, and
I don't anymore. Well, I haven't had it. I never played. Okay, so here's the thing with Luigi's Mansion. Like, it was always one of the chillest games to me. Surprisingly, I don't know what it was. It was just I don't know. Luigi's Mansion's just an interesting. It's just different. It's so different, and they haven't really made anything like it since. Nobody has except Luigi's Mansion 2, but I never even actually.
Luigi's Mansion
That's what I
2
was
isn't
actually gonna
even
look it up.
is a lot more level based than Luigi's Mansion is.
Right, and I never played Luigi's Mansion 2. I'm okay with it being level based. I want to play it because it does look good. But here was my issue with turning it level based. Like, one of the neatest things about the first Luigi's Mansion was like, it's this one mansion, and you kind of explore everything,
Mm-hmm.
and like, there's different, keys to unlock different rooms, and you do that slowly. It's not like it's pretty big for the at the time. There's
Mm-hmm.
a lot of like different rooms, and every room is for the most part different in some sort of way. Like, you go to like different dining rooms and bathrooms, and there's like a ballroom, a toy room, a
They even have a treasure room.
right, like just anything you can think of. And it was so creative, and I feel like having it in that one mansion. I I don't know. I get what they were doing with the second one. They're like, well, a big the big thing about Luigi's Mansion is exploration, like
Oh yeah.
because like that's what I'm trying to get at here. The exploration in the first one was just done so well, and god damn it. And in the second one, the idea was, well, now you'll have more than one mansion to explore. But honestly, it's kind of interesting to have the one mansion and like learn about the characters and the history of that mansion, because like every ghost when you capture it gives you like a description, and
Because it
they're
was
all
like
and
one
they're like
giant family
yeah,
inside
they're
of
all
that
like
mansion.
related and all this stuff. So I don't know how they do it in Luigi's Mansion, but 2 and Dark Moon, but that was always my big like concern, is like, honestly, if you kind of split that up, it's honest that sounds somewhat disappointing, but
I don't. It's been a while since I played it, but I don't think they actually have any like people ghosts in
is
Luigi's
this
Mansion
only
2.
capturing
Hmm?
I hang on. Well, I don't know. I think the live stream was only capturing a part of my computer screen. If that is the case, I apologize. Honestly, I'm not sure.
Um.
But anyways, go on. It's not a big deal. Okay.
Anyways. And I don't think that Luigi's Mansion 2 has people ghosts. It has like special ghosts that kind of like take over certain
Wait a minute. We got a
buildings.
message from Pig Macau, and he said, "What the hell? I'm out."
We have two viewers again. Okay.
uh, you keep talking. I'm gonna talk to Pig unless he's not here.
But
Hi, Piggy.
you keep making me lose my train of thought. These like weird
I'm gonna
ghosts.
zoom in on the chat.
These weird ghosts take over like certain buildings or like certain like pieces of armor, and it's basically just like poltergeist. They like transform. Like there's one boss where it's like a treehouse that gets taken over by a ghost, and it turns into like a giant like monster, and you got to defeat it that way. The amount of boss ghosts in this game are a lot fewer than in the original.
Sorry, I'm just
the
messing with
original
things.
the original Luigi's Mansion. So it certainly feels
That's what
it
I'm
feels a
saying. Is
lot
like
less unique in that sense.
that's what I'm like concerned with when I do eventually play it. Is like,
Mm-hmm. It's there's a lot
I see what's
of the same ghost types, except like later on in the game there are new ghosts, but they're like just powered up versions of the old ghosts.
but it's just like, because that's one of the other things, is like every room had a theme, and then every ghost fit that theme. Like, um, I can think of like the gym. I can just type in Luigi's Mansion gym, and everybody like remember. There's the boss ghost. This is somebody's Let's Play, I think. Right, and you have the boss ghost, and then there's like the gym, like, and that was just so neat. And then when you suck him up, like you get to read about him
Mm-hmm.
and like his life and like or just a small little summary, um, about like why he's there or why he likes working out or whatever, even if it's just sorry. But and that's what I was worried about with the second one, is that it felt more like a level based style game than actually getting to explore the ghost in the mansion. And like this is a game you could come up with like theories, and Nintendo didn't really do a lot like that.
The thing
I
about
can't find
Luigi's
anything,
Mansion
but whatever.
2 Dark Moon is there are more mansions, and all those mansions are a lot more streamlined than the first game, because in the first game you got to take the game really slow and kind of explore every single room to like the best that you wanted, like kind of find money everywhere. They added a whole bunch of little nooks and crannies for you to explore in the first game, but in the second game the mansions are compact, and you can explore every single room, but they just feel a lot more streamlined, and you're supposed to get through those mansions a lot quicker than the first game. So it just, with the first game you kind of get to grow, and along with the mansion kind of like find out what are you actually looking up. You get to learn about the ghosts in the first game, and in the second game you only learn about the different ghost types, and it just doesn't feel as special as the first game.
I was just trying to see if I could find like one of the descriptions.
He died at 26 years old. Jeez, that's terrible.
A lot of these, I'm curious. Like in the first, now we're getting a little off topic, but in the first Luigi's Mansion game, like why a lot of these people died, or what is this mansion and stuff. See, there's a fucking mystery behind it. But anyway, Luigi's Mansion 2 is probably a fine game, but I was never that interested or invested in it, I suppose. But anyways, we're almost at the 30-minute mark, so let's move on.